Hey everybody, I decided to do a video instead of a newsletter. That way you can actually see a few things. I'm wearing a defective Rototon Titus long sleeve 2.0. There was a grease stain, so I decided to keep it and I could wear it around. I'm gonna change into another one to show you just what we're doing. The other one's a damage too, but I'll talk about that later. Anyway, this February 28th, which is Tuesday, the Rototon long sleeve and short sleeve will drop. I love these shirts. Maria Conchetta and her girls did an excellent job. The fabric, I think you guys will really enjoy. It's definitely substantial. And for the price ratio, I think everything is beyond fair. Let me show you what I'm 5'10"-ish, probably 182, maybe the same weight as Eric, but I don't have Eric's body. I have more of a dad bod, but this is what a large looks on me. I have a 42 chest, just like Eric. So there's the back. There's a big ass grease dot in that too. Now I'm gonna change into the other shirt so you can see a couple of the extra processes that we've decided to take to make sure that we can try to hone in on tolerance. All right, I swapped shirts out for you guys so you can see the different process. Again, this is a damage, but I wanted to show you the differences between what we were doing in the past and what we're doing now. So in the beginning, we would hem everything completely. That way, when it went to the dye house and came back, shrinkage was shrinkage, no matter what. So what we ended up deciding to do was, because we knew that it was a point of contention for everybody, and we are always striving for perfection, is what we did was we left it unhemmed, so no matter what the length was, we could make sure, because we always make them a little bit longer because you have to allow for seam allowance. So we gave a little bit more extra for seam allowance. You can see where the needle, hello everybody. So you can see where the needle ripped the fabric. So normally we'd give them, you know, centimeter and a half for seam allowance, and then figure, you know, we would cut it and figure out. So now what we're doing is leaving it unhemmed and then hemming it here in studio, and we're also doing it for the sleeve, so everything should be not a little bit, but it should be really good. The length consistency and the sleeve consistency should be pretty excellent. So this is Hawthorne Rose. It's also one I'm keeping because, well, it's damaged, and then after I get off this video, I'm just gonna hem it, and then I'll have a cool shirt. So Rototon drops, like I said, on the 28th at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Virginia time, for everybody who worries about Eastern Standard Time and the other Eastern Standard Time. A couple other things. The sizes are pretty limited, except for Black Beauty, White Onyx, and I believe Pussy Willow. Pussy Willow looks, and White Onyx, they look good. I mean, they look really good. All the colors look great. The Sorona and the dye, everything came out good. There was some grease on the machines, or maybe they didn't finish it completely perfectly. And the grayish good when we were finishing it for PPT. So there were some stains, but we pulled out those pieces. All in all, I believe there's like 50 to 70 pieces per color. We have 8 to 10 pieces, 8 to 10 colors in short sleeve, 8 to 10 colors in long sleeve. We doubled up in Black Beauty, we doubled up in White Onyx, I believe, and Pussy Willow. So some of the Hawthorne Rose, the Arabian Spice, which we've done before in different fabrics, but never before in this, are limited edition, not really limited edition, because if it's a super good color, we might reintroduce it later on, a couple years down the road or something like that. But for people who don't know, this fabric, this was custom made. All the bamboo Sorona, by the way, is custom made. It's a true custom made fabric. It's made by Mita. up in there by Como, in Bergamo. It's a great Italian mill there owned by Mita, Canclini, and Colombo. They make really nice knitwear. Anyway, knits. They knit on circular machines and make some really cool, high quality fabric. What we did was, when I bought the bamboo Sarona, we bought it in a 24 singles. So when it got to Italy and we wanted to make the heavyweight Sarona, what we did was we just plied it up. So it's a 24's 2-ply. The weight is around, with the dye, around 290, 300 GSM. That's almost a lightweight sweatshirt. It's heavy, but it's really, really incredibly soft, and it's really form-fitting, and it drapes really well, almost like the Caligulas that we've sold in the past, or for the people that haven't bought any of our heavyweight bamboo Sarona, which we haven't made in, I don't know, at least 5 years, maybe longer than that. But now we finally have somebody who we know that can knit it well and do some special things to it. So this is a 24's 2-ply. It's about 290, 300 GSM. We think you guys are really, really gonna love it. And I think personally, they're gonna sell out really fast. On the point of selling out, I want you guys to understand from me, looking at me, I am doing my absolute best to make as many of these t-shirts, pants, if I'm making pants, sweatshirts, as I can. But I'm a very small brand. We're a very small brand. I've added more people to the team. So we're trying to grow step by step so that we can make sure that there's a basics program, but I feel like these are a home run and they're gonna sell out quick. I don't want anybody to get upset. We have the piece dyed version. This is garment dyed. We have a piece dyed version in-house shortly. So it's out of Gray's Goods. It's ready for dye. We're gonna piece dye it, and it's gonna be really fast. Maria Conchetta and her team can knock it out literally in a week, 2 weeks. We're gonna have navy, black, gray, and I think a military green. We have 4 basic colors. They're gonna be piece dyed. Once we buy more yarn, we're going to make sure that Chris and Eric have really, well, let me go backwards just a little bit, because this is gonna be a pretty long video. Chris and Eric have been crunching numbers and doing data work since I started making since we started making bamboo Sarona, right? So we've always only had little bit, and then it kept selling out, kept selling out. So we've been increasing the numbers, but this time we think we have enough. We thought we had enough, and then we used it all on the short sleeve, the long sleeve that I'm wearing, and the long sleeve with the hood. So we're gonna buy 5,000 kg, that's 5,000 kilograms of more fabric, just so we can do Germanicus 2.0, which will be a roll neck version of this, which I know a lot of people really, really want. I'm listening to you. We will make it, but right now we're focusing on the crew necks and the hoodies. Then in a couple weeks, we're gonna have another drop with the hoodie drop of the Mise, and the Mise fabric is gonna be named after another another Caesar, sorry, and it is a little bit heavier and a lot softer and stretchier because it's an interlock. So if you don't get one of these tees and you want to try a heavyweight tee out, in a few weeks, we're gonna have a lot more for you anyway. So stay tuned. All of those are gonna be limited for now, and we're growing, but March, April, May, I promise you this, we're going to have a shitload of tees, Henleys, shorts, bathing suits, chinos, and linen pants. So stay tuned. If you guys dig on the video, let me know. send me an email, or this will be posted on the website blog when we send out the newsletter tonight, your time, and or on Reddit. So I kind of covered all my bases, so that way no one can get too pissed that they don't know where to find the dates and the times. It's going to be February 28th, tomorrow, which is Tuesday, February 28th. And I appreciate all the support, and I think you guys are really going to love these teas.